You're listening live from Smooth Kingdom itself, straight from the future. Smooth Nation's already taken over the world, and we've already done one broadcast. Here's number 2. Already the Smooth Empire's taking over the universe, and we're headed to expand this mind. BloodCity has fallen, one of the most powerful cities in all of existence, a city once run by gods of infinite universes. The gates have opened, the monsters have escaped. I went there myself. But it's been destroyed, which means something the power deadly of the gods are now in the power of our villains, the evil. And we have to stop them. The BloodCity is one of the most powerful cities ever made, and we had to stop it from getting to our world before it's too late. This is Smooth Nation. Over and out. With your host, The Smooth. And as you heard it from the others,
number 1, Ben Chod.
That's our other host. I guess he's not saying his name.
That is my name from birth, mother Chod guy.
He's just
my mommy,
being foreign.
Me out of her.
But this is Smooth Corruption with your host, The Smooth. So welcome to Smooth Corruption. As you know, BloodCity has fallen, one of the most powerful cities in all of existence. And here we are taping another one for our world from the next. This is the mindset of infinite. And everything was created by us to be moved on to the next world, to the next generation. We are the Smooth generation. So, as I said, we would do a part 2 to the original Smooth Corruption. And the original Smooth Corruption was based on Game of Thrones.
But part 2 expired like 10 years ago.
Yeah, we're late. I said I would release this like a month after, and it's been like,
we're late, like
2 years? I have no idea how long it's been. But here we are, and we are gonna do the rest of season 7. So without further ado, here we go. But before I say anything, I just want to say this is a spoiler.
Chick on her period. That's what I meant to say.
What?
I said pregnant chick off her period. I meant to say pregnant chick on her period. We're late like a pregnant chick on her period.
No,
yeah.
Yeah, so
fucking scary.
You don't want to get too scared. You don't know what might happen. So, as I was saying, spoiler warning for anyone that had not seen Season 7 of Game of Thrones, the first half at least. The second half hasn't been released, so I don't know. If you have not seen the first half, but if you've seen any of the other 6 seasons, you can listen. This is a spoiler warning. But we're going to be talking about Season 7 of Game of Thrones, which we did go over at the beginning for episode 1, but we're gonna go over the rest of the season. It was a massive season, and of course, they showed one of my favorite characters of all time, the Night King, who runs the zombie armies, and he's finally made his way through the north. As you know, Jon Snow is the kingdom of the north, and Queen Khaleesi has gone away from Tyrion Lannister, even though Tyrion Lannister looks depressed, because if you do know, we'll just go over the main stuff. Anything you want to add? Being shot.
Lithium bicarbonate.
Lithium bicarbonate. This is hosted by our commercials.
Worldwide.
What? This is hosted by our commercials. Lithium bicarbonate.
Had a song named Lithium, man.
There's of course the being of the brother from Game of Thrones, and he is one of our co-creators. But one more thing before I start, I just want to say we're gonna do the order for Game of Thrones, and then we're gonna do our normal freestyle rap at the end of the song with a beat that was homemade.
And don't forget to stay because it's free style.
Freestyle instrumental.
You don't have to pay.
And we're gonna do it right after this
style,
review.
It's free.
This retell. So as you know, the Night King has entered the north, but how he got there, we'll see.
99% off today only.
Of course, Jon Snow wanted to prove something
on the corner intersection of Shepherd and Bathurst
to the Queen Kingdoms. And what he wanted to prove was there's zombies coming, but nobody believed him. After he did send it to the kingdom, the queen decided after a while that she is going to join forces to fight with the zombies. And this is, of course, the Queen of the Seven Thrones at the moment, not the Queen of Dragons, but the bitch with the short hair that technically nobody likes. Everyone fucking hates her. They always die around her.
Isn't that called feminism?
What? No.
All feminists are really just bitches with short hair.
Yeah, she's always attacking.
Queen
So-
Khaleesi, feminist from back
Not
in
Queen
the day.
Khaleesi, the other one.
Which one?
The one whose son gets poisoned, that owned the seventh throne, that doesn't give a fuck about it. Yeah, but she, of course, tells them that she's gonna work with them, and she does not. And I'm just gonna quickly go over this. What's going on? Of course, Jon Snow's friend, the big guy, I don't remember his name, but he's with the squirrels with his wife, and he went through the squirrels, and he found out that there's a moment that Jon Snow's real father, who is Rhaegar Targaryen, was actually married to Lyanna Stark, which was Tony Stark. Is that Iron Man? Who's Tony Stark? Is that Iron Man?
Yeah.
Oh,
Iron Steel.
I don't remember. What was the dad's name? But
Maybe
that's
he's
his
the Tin
sister.
Man.
And Iron Man is not in Game of Thrones. It would be funny if he is. He'll probably get eaten by a dragon or blown to fire. But yeah, so they do get together, and of course, that's Jon Snow. And the only people that notice are Jon Snow's friend that used to work with Wall of the North that he helped before he left. He became a deserter. And of course, Jon Snow's brother, who is the all-knowing because of him taking over whoever owned the Holy Tree in the north past the wall. And after they bring the zombie armies, the Night King, he looks like the next menace. I bet you in season 8, zombies are gonna win, the Night King is gonna take over. They already have power, and they're gonna get more. I wanna see how the Night King fight that. But I wanna see who the Night King really is, and why he's been in hiding for so long. Why he decided now to come. But of course, as you know, the Night King is on his way, or he is true, and they went to go fight him, and Queen Khaleesi heard of this, and she heard that the zombies were taking over, and she took her 3 dragons to go fight him, and Night King, yo, he's a badass man. This guy looks at it, he's like, these
Badass man.
badass. These motherfuckers are killing all my zombies. So like, he had hundreds, thousands of zombies, and this dragon came and he started burning down, and he got cheese. He got real cheese, and he didn't give a shit. He picked up a harpoon.
Kendrick Lamar is the Night King, yo.
He shot
King
it.
of the Night.
What?
Kendrick Lamar is the Night King.
Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, King of Night. I don't know, keep going.
Yeah. So what we're saying is, this Night King picks up a harpoon, looks at the dragon fucker that's burning down his entire zombie army, and he's like, yo man, fuck you. And this guy throws it. It goes fucking far into the air, right through the dragon's heart, and that dragon falls to the ground. This was one of my favorite scenes. Well, the scene at the ending. But the dragon falls to the ground and it drowns in the water, and the Night King, well, at the ending of this episode, after Jon Snow and all of them are saved and they left, the Night King shows his zombies, the rest of them that are still alive, pulling on ropes on what they're pulling out. And they pull out the dragon itself, and the Night King goes up and shows the dragon a whole new world. He puts his hand on the dragon, and it becomes one of them, a White Walker, a zombie dragon on his side. And of course, this creates a lot of things. But before we get to what the zombie dragon does and how we get to this, we're gonna talk about yo, this man's so fucking jokes, yo. You ever hear Littlefinger, yo? Yeah, he's called Littlefinger, man. He has a little finger. He's all betraying people.
Little finger.
Yeah, Littlefinger.
That's because he tries to make promises, but every time he makes a promise, he crosses his fingers.
Yeah,
His fingers are so small, they can't even see he's crossing them.
That's literally what he does. That's literally how he died.
You pick my daughter up from the dance, and you'll bring her home safe? I
Okay.
promise.
I promise.
We're crossing our fingers here in case.
But I
you
won't do
guys
it.
can't see. Yeah.
So-
Oh, you won't forget to return the fruitcake to the store. I promise.
With that
And I'll get home the receipt. Oh, you donated blood to the Blood Foundation and you're gonna give all the money to charity? I promise.
But I have fingers crossed.
But they're so small, no one sees.
So, Littlefinger, he actually does this.
Oh, you're gonna take my car out and you're gonna remember to put gas in it after you take it out? Oh, I promise I'll do that. Little finger Roy, little motherfucker.
Yeah. So you do find out he is a little motherfucker.
That's what he is, buddy.
When
There's Ben Short speaking, little motherfucker. Yeah.
he starts writing all this stuff, and he puts it near Arya Stark's, because Arya's come back to meet her sister. I don't remember what her sister's name is. I'm not that caught up. I haven't seen Game of Thrones in a long time.
My child after he is born? Oh, I promise, baby. I'm here to stay. That's the most fucked up promise, little motherfucker ever made.
Yeah, and you find out that Littlefinger promised all these things, and yet he double-crossed the sisters so they would get angry at each other. But yet his crimes were found out. He goes from kingdom to kingdom, making the sisters or whoever runs the kingdom go against each other, so they kill each other, and then he disappears and he moves on, which is found out. And for his crimes, he himself was double-crossed with the slice across the throat. And that was the story of Littlefinger. The Hound has come back, and of course, he has found out about the White Walkers, looking through a fire and seeing a whole hallucination of shit, like he's on shrooms or some stupid shit. And this man's getting high, and he's like, "So you believe us now? The White Walkers are coming." And the Hound himself sees it, and they're going. And the kingdoms, yo, I swear to God, the bitch that owns the 7 thrones right now is a retard. She's seen the zombies. She knows the zombies are coming, and she knows she's gonna betray these kingdoms, and she doesn't want to work with them. And literally, this is what she says. She's like, "Hey, yo, these zombies can come through. If they make it, we're not gonna fucking back up these other kingdoms. The zombies can go. They can fight them off. They can kill them. We'll start fighting when the zombies come to the 7 thrones. When they come to our throne, the Iron Throne." And of course, as I said earlier, that Jon Snow's friend found something about him, about how he's Rhaegar Targaryen's son. And Jon Snow doesn't know this. I don't know. He's gonna find out, but he doesn't know this. And then he goes up to the brother that is all-knowing, and he says, "Can you find this?" And then the brother looks through the memories, and he sees the memory of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark getting married. And this finds out it wasn't her. She didn't get raped in the memory that he saw originally, but they were married and they loved each other. And of course, as you know, Rhaegar Targaryen was the fiend brother at the beginning of Queen Khaleesi, or Daenerys Targaryen. Is that alright? Well, he knows, and he was expecting more kingdoms, but as you know, it's kind of you know what that thing has? Oh yeah, it was incest. That was the word. And of course, Game of Thrones has a lot of incest.
That's what best friends do, right?
No.
And lovers.
That's intercourse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Incest.
Intercourse.
Yeah, when you're real close to someone, it's called incest.
Or if you want to use the smart word for it,
incest.
Coitus.
Coitus.
That's how Sheldon used it in Big Bang Theory. Incest. Yeah, Game of Thrones has a lot of incest, and for those of you who don't know, it's love within a family. So as you know, the queen.
Yeah, Kaiser, I love you, bro.
Oh yeah, I love you too, man.
Guess we have incest.
And then, well, the brother and sister, they had incest and they had children, and these well, as you know, the queen of the thrones was incested. But there's a lot of fucking incest in Game of Thrones. There's bear, yo. I've seen so many, but this one is a one that isn't known. So Queen Khaleesi, or the Queen of Dragons, who only owns 2 dragons now, because my favorite character, Night King, had the 3rd one, and he's gonna fucking rip it, and like getting ripped. And what they own. What?
You're recording.
Yeah.
Good. Keep going. I gotta leave soon.
Yeah, and don't worry about it, man. We're leaving for the world to see who we really are. And of course, in the incest is that Queen Khaleesi falls in love with Jon Snow. And the way George R.R. Martin wrote this is the moment that they find out that Queen Khaleesi is actually Jon Snow's aunt, is the exact moment they say that, they show Jon Snow banging Queen Khaleesi. Like, it's like, yo, let's just make it seem like that. Let's just put it into that perspective. And of course, At the exact same time as that scene, well, I skipped most of the season, but I just wanted to get to the main parts. At the exact same time as that scene, the Night King. No, this is the best scene I've ever fucking seen. So as you know, the friends from Beyond the Wall, the wildlings, the big guy with the orange hair, he starts seeing the first of the zombies coming toward the ice wall, which is like 500 meters, a kilometer high. And you see the first of these zombies, and he looks around and he's hearing a sound, and he listens, and then he starts informing, and they see a sound. They see the dragon, the zombie dragon, and on top of it is the Night King himself, and they burn down the entire wall to the north, and all the zombies go into the north, and that's how season 7 midterm season ends. And of course, 2 years, which is January of next month's 2019, and Happy New Year to all of you people out there, is when the zombies finally come from season 1 episode 1, when the White Walkers were first introduced. They're finally coming to the world of the living.
Yeah.
But yo, that's been our scene on Game of Thrones, and as you know, Blood City is fallen. Millions are lost. They're coming for us, and we have to stop them. We have to stop, and we have to fix
you
the
cannot
gods.
pass the line, White Walker. This is the realm of the living, and to be here you must live.
But I'm a dead alive.
I don't care if you're dead or alive, I want you to live, sir. Live in freedom, live in prosperity.
I don't
Live in
live
a
to be
cultured
free.
world.
I live to create more of my kind.
So create life with more of your kind.
The living dead. We will now take over. Goblins, monsters, demons, the Amgonical family. This family of gods that live in the world of fire. One of the most powerful worlds in all of existence. A world you go when you die and your soul gets taken away to live another life with a new mindset wherever in the universe. The universe is the ever-glowing thing, so no matter where you go, you'll always be in that place.
Yeah.
But that's been the end of our story of season 7, and of course, Blood City. One of the most powerful cities in all existence, once run by gods. And you know what? We're gonna do the freestyle rap. So without further ado, with all other things, here we go. Yeah. I got a whole lot of minds set into this. So let's create the versions of ourselves that we can't be. We are the future, you are the past. We are the sanity of what we last. So, here we are. And this is where we're headed. Into the next world. A world you don't know, but you're about to find out. This is what I know. I dropped to the floor, hit me for the wall, but they hit it like a door. Now they wanna see me on the side, cause they couldn't really get it to the place that they really wanna lie. I be shining, I be burning in the ashes. See me in the fire, but they never could blast it. They think that I'm the best, but I'm in the greatest. Yo, this is smooth, with corruption we're basic. I swear I'm the smooth nation, smooth gen recreated everything. Made from the world to the fire nation. You can never get back to the place we sing. I got a rhythm in my mind and they could never really get it. Back to the world, but they never saw static. I was like, yo, this is what I do. So when you get back, you can see for the truth. When I walk on, I'm like on the best. Hit me on the beat, but they couldn't see the test. Now they wanna get back to the past. Control me like you never get it back till you know set. I be on the mic, hit a Yeti Pro Blue. I be rhythm, what you really wanna do. You think this ain't the world that I've seen, but I've seen more than you could imagine to. I've seen demons, goblins, dragons, burning in the ashes like they never could pass him. I could walk into it, see a demon burning in my eyes, but my eyes turn blacksin. I know what the mind is, what the dream of the fire, and you know this in a diss. This smooth corruption. You're on the radio station and there ain't no silence. I can't know how to fight it. Do you design it or do you deny it? We are the people they whine, and you can never get back, but you never really style it. I got smooth mop, record pop, hit me on the block, but they couldn't see the shock. I was stocked up, I need more now, cause I got a beat and I got drums on the sound, cause it's homemade. What'd he say, what'd he say? Gotta go beat for the road for the day. My producer standing right behind me in the back, cause he know what he doing and he know when he's on stack. I get packed on, I get tracked down. You can never get back to the place now. This is what I am, yo, it's home down. I'm Smooth Nation and you never get down.
So loud. Smoke that, yo, found me on Soundcloud. But here we're about to get rowdy. I drive R8X Audi. Yo, back in the Saudi, I traveled the deserts just for dessert. No stress. But I make up a mess, call the media press, and retaliate. Everything I do is futile. Butyl, butane, but I leave no stain behind, just a kerosene flame. This is a new crane that I burned down. The sun turned up, but I got churned up and burned corrupt. Smooth corruption. Yeah. It's the hormone monster here. Yo, steer clear of that hormone monster. He's just another guy who gets it on ya. Lose Vidania, now you gonna know I'm gone. I've been absent. Down too much absinthe. My presence erased. My drink laced. I'm too shit-faced to say even pray or say grace. To me, I got that poison mouth in my taste, metallic metal. I couldn't even peel off the roses of a fucking petal, man. I can't get on my bike, settle down. You got me meddling round. Round town, stay to the ground, the CN Tower bloomed up like a super flower. But I never cower, I only spend time in the money bitches shower. But this is me, my adrenaline rush, my inclination to power. Oh, fudge. Sweet, make you a day complete. Hit the streets, but you don't understand. I've been walking around with blisters on my feet all day. I have no more depth. The only thing that my foundation has slowly crept up these creakling staircases. The crackling and creaking, the stacking and backing back down. Don't go around. You just a bloodhound. Your sniffer's outdated. But you don't understand me. You're a fucking man. You belated. Faded, but I never stated the fact that I got an erection, but I got super protection around me. She just knows I have no more need to achieve perfection. Natural selection. Me and her, we reproduce the world. A curse so profuse, rather too much perspiration lately. My respiration system is doing just fine.
And there you have it, folks. We did the style. We told you about BloodCity. And we did the freestyle rap. And the Game of Thrones 7 season storytell. But before I leave, all I want to say is now that BloodCity has fallen, and the gods of infinite universes have died, or being taken away from the world that preserves all our minds, from the city that controls the heart of the world of fire and power of nations far and wide in this universe and the infinite universes. That means something is on its way. Something dark, something powerful, something evil. And it's coming for our world, for your world, for the next world. Now that Blood City's falling, nothing can protect us. We have to take matters into our own hands. We're in Smooth Nation, but I think something else is in here. Whatever that power of darkness is, it's in here. Y'all, we need help. We're getting destroyed. Until we figure out what's going on and we escape this place. Well, we'll see you in the next Smooth Corruption. Something dark and powerful is on its way. And we have to be ready for it. Son!